Hi, writers. It's time for writing again. Yesterday, you guys worked so hard really investigating the genre of realistic fiction. Remember, realistic fiction is a story, it's a narrative with a beginning, middle, end. What other parts? Characters, there's a plot, usually a problem that needs to be solved, the setting, definitely. And our characters have dialogue, they talk to each other, they feel things, very good. But realistic fiction can get tricky because it seems real, and a lot of kids get that nonfiction and fiction confused. They think fiction is fake and nonfiction is real, but that's not true. Nonfiction is facts, it's teaching, but fiction can be real or made up, right? And realistic fiction are stories about things that can really happen. So the characters might or might not be true. You guys did a great job of learning that yesterday and working very hard to make sure that your writing is full of realistic events. Not fantasy. No kids were flying with wings. No adults were doing magic potions to send people in different dimensions. No animals were talking, right? Your stories are realistic. And today, I want to point out to you that one way that writers make their stories feel more realistic is that they show their readers the things that are in their head by words. They don't just tell them. Now, we've been working so hard, and I still have a lot to do with my character, Jordan. But I've been thinking about another character. So I've got one main character that's a girl, but I was thinking about starting a series about a boy this time. And then maybe, which would be super cool, at one point, my two different main characters could meet. Maybe one of them moves. I don't know. So I'm thinking of starting a new series. And I've been thinking a lot about this, and I think it's going to be a boy named Trevor. I think that names that start with TR are really fun to say, and they're really easy. I have a cousin named Travis, and he was really mischievous, and so whenever he got in trouble, his mom and dad would always be like, Travis! And they would really put an emphasis on that R, and I always thought, man, that's a great name to get onto because it sounds like you're really mad. So Trevor is going to be really mischievous. He's going to be my new character. And in the book that I'm starting today, he's going to get a new puppy. So I'm really excited. This is just going to be a story about Trevor getting his new puppy, and it's going to kind of introduce Trevor and the puppy, and they're going to be kind of like a best friend team. And so those are going to be my two main characters in my new series. But I really want to make it realistic. So today we are going to work on a skill that I've talked to you about called show, not tell. Okay? We're going to show our readers with our words what we mean. We're not going to tell them exactly. That way, we're going to help them paint that picture and start that movie in their head. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to introduce Trevor and that he is getting a new puppy. So on my first page, I'm just writing a few little words, Trevor getting a new puppy, so that I know what goes on my first page as I plan across my booklet. Then what I really want to do is show the reader and have them fall in love with this puppy just like Trevor does. Because if any of us in here have gotten new pets before, which I know several of us have, and some of you have even written about it. Joseph, I know you wrote about the dog that you just got, the puppy that you just got. Corey, you wrote about getting Hunter, I remember. Livy, I don't know, have you written about Indian Ivy yet? And then I know last year, I remember hearing Lila had written a good story about Charlie Rico, but I don't know if you've written one this year or not. But getting a new dog is a big, big, big deal. Or a cat or any kind, like fish, iguana, whatever pet you have. And I want my readers to know what it feels like on the inside. If they've never gotten a new pet before, I want them to really feel those emotions along with Trevor. So one way that I want to do that is just to not tell. I don't want to say the puppy was so cute because, I mean, okay, so it's cute, but what really does it look like? We're not showing them, are we? We're just telling them that it's cute. I want to show my reader just how cute this new puppy is. So how would I do that? Well, first, I've got to picture the puppy in my mind. And for me, for Trevor, for this dog, I'm going to go with a black Labrador. Really, I'm basing this character, Trevor, on my cousin Travis, and he had black labs growing up, one named Tar Heel and one named Hank. So I'm thinking about those cute little black lab puppies when they were little, and how am I going to describe those? So you get a puppy in your mind. It could be a black lab puppy if you know what that is, or it could be the puppy that you love the most. Oh, I'm seeing right now, he's got those big, glowing, brown puppy eyes. How cute is that? Okay, so I'm going to write that down because I just saw, that was one of the things that I saw in my mind. Big, brown, glowing. Gosh, that's a lot of describing words. I hope my reader really can picture this. Big, brown, glowing puppy eyes. Okay, good, but that's not enough to tell them that it's a black lab yet. Oh, black lab puppies, their fur is jet black and it's so shiny and soft. What is it soft like? What is something that's really soft like puppy fur? Gosh, it's almost like feathers, isn't it? Okay, so he had shiny, silky, feather, soft fur. Oh man, this is really helping. Shiny, silky, feather, soft fur. Black fur. How about jet black, shiny, silky feathers? Yes, jet black. Make that the first thing because it is a black lab. Jet black, shiny, silky, feather, soft fur. Oh man, that's so descriptive. Oh, and you guys know when you get a puppy, especially a puppy that's going to grow and be a big dog. Oh, I love this part of little puppies because their paws are much bigger than the rest of their body. It's not really in proportion yet. Their feet grow faster. Have you noticed that? Yeah. So we have to write something about his puppy paws were too big for his puppy body, right? His puppy paws were too big. And I know that if you're going to write something that's too big or too smelly or too sweet, if it's too much of something, a lot of it, then you write two O's in there too, T-O-O. So if something's too much of something, then you have too many O's, T-O-O. Puppy paws were too big for the tiny puppy body. Okay, so as I'm imagining this little black lab puppy, let me read to you. I went into my imagination, you did too, and we thought about a puppy and exactly what does it look like. Not it's so cute. A lot of us have been doing that lately. We want to say something is extremely, really, really, really cute, but we don't want to say really a million times, and we definitely, I've caught some of you doing this and I'm wagging my finger at you, we definitely do not want to write so, new line, oh, new line, oh, cute. Because really, does that give the reader a good image in their mind? Is that helping their movie? No, it's taking up a lot of space on your writing in places where you could be writing words that are more helpful. So today, we are using our minds and thinking carefully and making a movie in our heads so that then we can show what's in our minds on our papers with the words. So really quickly, do you want to hear my description of Trevor's new little black lab puppy? Okay, here we go. Trevor was getting a new puppy. It looked at him with its big, brown, glowing puppy dog eyes. Its jet black, shiny, silky, feather-soft fur was irresistible to pet. And his little puppy paws were a tad too big for his little puppy body. Trevor fell in love immediately. What do you think? Yeah, that was great, wasn't it? Oh my goodness, could you see my black lab puppy in your mind? I bet you could. That's a really good description. And we can always do that, writers. Anytime we want to really show detail, instead of saying Trevor saw a cute puppy or he got a cute puppy, we can use our imaginations to make a picture and to search that picture for the exact details. So we don't have to tell somebody an opinion like it was cute. We can show them in their minds just like the picture we have in our minds. Writers, as you work today, you don't have to start a new series. You're welcome to if you would like, but you don't have to. But what I do want to challenge you to do is to look for a part in your story or in a book that you've already written and try to show it, not tell it. So if you find yourself saying, he was so happy, maybe instead of saying so happy, you could say, what do people look like when they're happy? His eyes lit up with excitement. A grin started to creep across his face and grew until it was touching both ears. And a giggle came from his belly that was so strong you knew this was one of the best moments of his life. Think about those tiny steps that will make your reader know exactly what you mean. All right, writers, off to it. Happy writing.